Hello, and welcome back to the Mad Cinema Show. I'm Scott G.
And I'm Phil D.
We're getting real cool and casual this week for anime. We're talking about your name.
Philip?
Huh?
My name?
Oh.
Philip?
Phil?
Or is it your name?
Oh, no, that's your name.
So it's Philip.
It's Phil.
Okay. Is that the name of the movie?
I see what you did there.
Did I miss?
Yeah, it's kind of confusing, isn't it? Kind of hard to Google that.
But whose name is it? It's like a who's on first situation.
Yeah, exactly.
It's your name. Whose name? Well, your name. That's
Your
the
name.
name of it.
It's your name.
My name? You mean No, your name. Yeah, my name. I got you.
It's an endless loop.
Well,
man.
whose name is it? That's
It'll
what
never-
I'm trying to
That's
tell
what
you.
That could get real bad real fast.
The name
real
of the-
confusing.
Yeah. The name of the movie? Yeah.
Name of
The
the
name of the movie we're watching right now. Yeah. That
Yeah.
movie? Yeah.
Your
What's its
name?
name? Your name. No. The name of the
Vinny?
movie. Yeah. Your name. I got him.
This movie's named Vinny.
Vinny. It's not
So-
named Vinny, guys.
It's
Don't look that up. Sorry. So
I
we're
think
talking
we've
about
run
your
this-
name.
We've run this joke into the ground, I think. thoroughly 6 feet under. Let's bury it and move on. So, your name, currently, the highest grossing anime of all time.
Is it the highest grossing film in Japan, though?
I
Isn't
don't know
it?
if it's the highest grossing film in Japan.
Because
I
it's
think
pretty
it's
close.
specific.
It's up
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
But it's definitely the highest grossing anime of all time.
Yeah, it knocked out what is it, Spirited Away and
Mhm.
what is it, Princess Mononoke.
And there was like a Pokemon movie,
Yeah.
and there was something else. I don't remember what the other movie was.
Your name's more popular than Pokemon.
It's
I
fuck-
don't
that's-
fucking believe it.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
It really is.
But so yeah, pretty impressive. Directed by Makoto Shinkai.
Yeah.
What was it? 2017, 2016. Okay. And he just put out a new movie not too long ago. I was telling
What's
you
that one
about
called?
Weathering with You,
Yeah,
which
that's
looks
it.
really good.
Mhm. Yeah, we checked out the trailer. I liked it.
Yeah. But so yeah, Makoto Shinkai, pretty interesting guy, pretty interesting career. He started out I told you he used to work for Falcom,
Yeah,
you know, and that's why
Nihon Falcon.
Yeah, and that's why doing like their like cut scenes
Uh-huh.
and backgrounds, like obviously because the
Yeah.
like the thing that you hear about all of his movies is his backgrounds look amazing, and they do.
Yeah.
They look really good.
The characters look, they look good, especially
They're
up
all right.
close.
Yeah,
But they look like regular anime characters. They're not
Yeah.
anything specific or special.
exactly.
But the backgrounds,
The backgrounds are what you come to
Man.
these movies for.
There are a couple of scenes that if you pause them, I mean, they look real. They don't look,
Yeah. Fucking wallpaper fuel.
Yeah, exactly. Just beautiful paintings. Just some Bob Ross shit,
Yeah, absolutely.
Happy little trees all over the place.
Happy trees, happy clouds.
Mhm.
Those are some clouds. You know those are clouds.
And then some fugly characters on top.
Yeah.
Oh, that was only a
Yeah.
couple of times, but we paused it and looked at it and we were like, "Ugh."
Yeah. It doesn't look.
I can tell this is a transition scene.
Yeah. They really want you to focus on those backgrounds right now.
What would we find out the name of the music, the composer
Or
band
the
or
band
whatever?
or whatever that does the
like-
music.
it's
It's
like-
Radwimps.
Radwimps.
Rad-
Yeah, that's
yeah.
all. That's all caps. One word. Radwimps.
Sounds like a band name that our buddy would come up with.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Radwimps.
The Radwimps.
So Radwimps, I really like the music in this. I think it's super fitting. You can tell that they did, this specifically for this movie.
Right.
It wasn't like this is music that was then applied to it.
Well, Makoto Shinkai,
At least the lyrics.
yeah, like really likes to kind of break up his acts in his movies with pretty much tiny music videos. Like he likes to do that, and he does it 3 times in this. Like it starts with a music video.
Mhm.
The like from Act 1 to Act 2, there's a music video, and then there's a music video for
What else did he do, man? Because off the top of my head, I don't know if he had any involvement in this, but that made me think of the Read or Die movie.
Yeah,
The Read or Die movie does that.
yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The intro does that kind of like here's a music video intro
Yeah.
kind of thing, and then they do it later in the movie too. So it's not as
Yeah.
much or anything, but
No.
still, it's that same kind of
Yeah.
And-
That kind of happens a lot in anime movies
Yeah.
anyway, but he just
Yeah.
seems to really like it.
Yeah.
It's
No.
like other movies that he did. I told you about She and Her Cat and what was it? Fuck. Voices from a Distant Star.
Yeah.
But he also did 5 centimeters per second, which I have not seen. Garden of Words, which I've only seen a little bit. Characters in that one, they're a little too like Netflix CG. Like the way they move. It's a little. It throws me off. And then A Place Promised in Our Early Days, and he also did like a kind of Ghibli clone movie called Children Who Chase Lost Voices, which I have seen. It's all right.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's very Ghibli-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like this movie. I do like the characters.
Yeah.
I don't feel like you get to spend a whole lot of time with Taki,
Oh, yeah.
especially in the
Yeah.
beginning. I think they focus a little too much on Mitsuha.
Yeah.
But I like the characters. And the gut punch at the end,
Yeah, totally.
guys were spoiling things.
Yeah.
So like the gut punch at the end, that still hits home,
Oh, yeah.
and I like the movie overall, but I have to say, and I don't mean to surprise you, I kind of came away from this last viewing being a little bit down on the movie.
Really?
Yeah, it drags a little.
It does drag a little.
I feel
I'll
like
agree with
I
you.
feel
It
like
drags.
it's
like the pacing's really good at the beginning, and then
Yeah.
it feels like in the middle there they just kind of start.
Yeah,
drifting.
it kind of drops in the second act, and it doesn't
Yeah.
really recover until like halfway through the third.
Really close
and
to
then
the
it
end.
kind of falls
Yeah.
off again at the end. Even though
I like the very end,
I like the very end, okay.
but it feels like there's another vacant spot that happens
Yeah.
before it.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of it that feels like waiting around, and
Yeah.
the thing is, this movie has, and I mean, there's a lot of anime like this, of course, but
yeah,
this movie being more realistic,
yeah,
has a lot of like just cultural things.
yeah,
So that whole waiting on a train thing, man.
yeah.
We're not in London. We're not in Tokyo. We're not used to waiting on fucking trains all the time.
Right.
So there's this vacancy of life that happens with those things. This weird waiting period. This weird like, well, okay, we're all doing
Yeah,
it. And I think you experience that feeling a lot with this movie.
Yeah. yeah.
And
It feels like you're just waiting for something to happen.
Yeah.
Which
and
and
it might
I'm-
be overused a bit. Maybe that's the issue.
I think that might be the issue
Yeah.
with this movie specifically, because I have seen other movies that do pretty much the same thing.
Well, I mean, that's all that fucking
And-
what's it called's about. What's that Bill Murray movie? Lost in Translation.
Oh,
That's-
yeah.
That's all that movie's
It's all-
about.
Yeah, it's just
Mhm.
waiting.
Waiting
Yeah.
around.
I gotcha.
You want a whiskey?
But like I was saying, like I think the reason is because you want to spend a good amount of time getting to know these characters.
Oh yeah.
Mhm. And I just don't. I feel like you equally get like I like the characters. I just wish they were doing more interesting things.
Yeah.
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 I wish the backgrounds were a little bit more animated. I wish the characters weren't the only thing that was really moving most of the time. Like we were talking about the way a Ghibli movie does a background.
And it looks like everything is a homogenous thing.
Yeah.
They all look
and
but,
it's alive.
Yeah, but this has
This
that
is more
same,
painterly.
It's more painted in the background and then traditional modern animation and at the forefront.
And it's
you
beautiful.
It's beautiful,
but
but you can see that separation in a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was something that we were talking about last week,
Mhm,
something that like separates this era of anime like
Yeah.
for us.
Yeah. Totally.
Is just the fact that the characters are separated, man.
Yeah.
From their world.
And
almost.
I mean, we understand why.
Yeah.
We get it. But it just, I don't know. It's just not as appealing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a downer in general about modern anime, no matter what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, the majority of it looks like this now. It's not like it's this one sucks because of this. No, we're not down in it. It's just
it's an observation.
It's a modern technique observation.
And it bothers me.
So you were talking about the absorption of like some of Ghibli's animators into
working for Makoto Shinkai on Weathering with You.
Yeah.
And the way that it feels like they've kind of fixed that problem, at least from the trailers that I've seen. I haven't seen the movie, but the characters feel like they live in that world.
Yeah.
And it just makes sense. It's just more visually appealing.
Cohesive.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah. So,
Your Name. I guess we should talk about what it's actually about.
Yeah.
So, this Tokyo boy, what's his name? Taki, and a kind of country girl, Mitsuha,
yeah.
Start randomly swapping bodies.
Yep.
And come to find out that they're not only swapping bodies, they're actually traveling through time to some degree.
It's a 3-year difference.
It's a 3-year difference, and Mitsuha's hometown is about to be hit by a meteor.
Bad news.
And now that I say it out loud, I'm like, wow, okay, that's kind of complicated.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah. So they spend the first part of the movie not really liking each other.
Well, shit, at the very beginning of the movie, you don't even see Taki.
Yeah,
it takes
that's what we were saying.
A solid minute before you get to Taki.
Yeah.
And then once you do, it's only when he's being controlled by her for the most part, except for little glimpses of things.
Yeah, here and there.
But as far as having a full day of Taki, it takes like half the movie.
It takes a while. It takes until he goes on that date with his like little manager lady.
Yeah, the cutie.
Yeah.
Totally.
With completely out of regulation skirts.
I know.
So you can't have little bunny rabbits sewn onto your skirt at this fancy restaurant.
They won't like that.
Yeah.
Man, that customer was a dick.
He was, man. Well, I mean, what the fuck was up with that? It's got to be a cultural thing.
Yeah, man. That's why you need
just
bus boys that don't give a shit about their job.
Yeah.
So they can come out there and
just
be a dick.
Yeah.
Flip a table on somebody. Man, fuck your toothpick.
Flipping tables.
I did like that. He's
that
like,
that would add.
I don't even think we have toothpicks.
Yeah, exactly. Just so timid,
so meek.
Yeah,
yeah. But it was. It's funny to see that situation and the way that like she responds to that. Is that like, wow, you have a feminine side. That's sweet. And it's not him at all.
No,
you know?
not
so
at all.
she's falling in love with, or maybe not falling in love, but finding an attraction to the femaleness
to Mitsuha,
not of Taki. Yeah.
So that's an interesting little.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, way to play that.
Yeah, and I like it that he keeps being like, "Don't mess with my personal relationship."
Yeah, right. I love the little montage scene with them like communicating back and forth.
One writes "dummy."
Yeah, one writes "idiot" on their face, and they start writing notes on themselves.
Yeah, stop doing this. Don't talk to this person. Why do you do this?
Stop grabbing my boobs.
You pervert. I love it when she first sees him. Like she's like, "Oh my god, it's you," and she's like, "You're a pervert."
Yeah. Exactly.
You kept grabbing my boobs the whole time. Hell, dude, the first time that he finally gets back in her body,
and
he's grabbing the boobs, and he's just like crying.
So great.
And she comes in, and his the little sister comes in, and he's just like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you're your little sister."
Yeah, and she just slams the door and runs off.
So funny.
That's one of the funniest running gags in the whole fucking movie. I love it every
really
time,
well done,
and it's all from the reaction of the sister.
Yeah,
like she is fucking adorable, and I love her.
There's something about that little interaction that feels like a, I don't know, like a Fooly Cooly or like a Shin Chan kind of humor.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like that whole like we don't really care. We're doing something legitimately silly as hell. That's physical body based comedy. Yeah. It's funny as hell, dude. You're a pervert.
You're a pervert.
Yeah, I really like it. The loss of memory thing,
Yeah.
But that kind of adds to making the movie slow.
Yeah. Well, it's just so bloated. It literally tries to do everything.
Yeah.
Because it's a comedy, it's a drama, and it's kind of an actioner right there at the end. It's a disaster movie. It's kind of science fiction.
It's a disaster
like
movie.
It tries to
really
do
thought about that.
Like it really it's a disaster movie.
It is.
And it literally tries to do all of these things at once, and so it doesn't really focus on any one thing. And I think that's kind of what I picked up on this last time. It's kind of got me a little down on it. Not that I hate the movie and not that I'll never watch it again, but I'm just kind of like, I'm going to give this one time to breathe after this. You know what I mean?
Okay. That does make sense to me. I guess I didn't take it that way.
Yeah. Fuck that. I hate this movie.
It's a bad movie.
It was a bad movie.
No, it's I definitely enjoyed it the second time. Because is this the second time you've seen it, or
I think
third?
This might be like the third or fourth.
Okay.
So I mean, I've seen it a few times.
Okay.
So I guess the big needle drop moments don't really hit me quite as hard anymore.
Yeah, totally. I forgot about a couple of things.
Oh yeah.
Not major stuff, but just little things that I was like, oh man, that's a cool moment. Like when Taki is talking to the politician father dude. I can't remember that guy's name.
Oh, and he like grabs him.
Totally.
By the
tie.
tie.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Like, wait, who are you?
Yeah. That was a nice little.
I liked that a lot. Yeah. That's a cool moment, and
good character. Yeah, definitely a good character moment. Just like when her grandma recognizes. I was trying to remember exactly what was going on with that moment, but that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Well, and I love that scene after he drinks the sake.
Oh yeah,
and it goes all weird for a second. What were you saying? It's more like it looks like it was drawn more with
like colored pencil.
Like colored pencil.
Absolutely. Well, it's not only is it colored pencil, but it's like less frames.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's something like 10. 5 frames per second, something super slow.
Yeah.
But it looks really cool because it looks like you're looking at a bunch of sketches.
Yeah.
And I love that scene, dude.
Yeah.
Because not only does it look like colored pencil, it still looks phenomenal.
Yeah. Still looks great.
Yeah. Ooh.
And the whole thing with the what is it, her ribbon or whatever floating the whole time. Like showing that all of these things are connected,
and it's like
and
the umbilical
they're all
cord
connected to him. Yeah. So it's got really strong themes, and it's I love that.
Scene.
That's probably my favorite scene in the whole movie.
Yeah.
But then, you got the needle drop moment. They're on top of the crater with them. When they're writing the names,
and then he drops.
He writes on her hand,
and
then hands her the pen, and then she makes one line, and then the pen just drops.
Yep.
And then the music stops.
Yep.
And it's just a powerful fucking moment. Yeah. It's just like
and then he's trying to remember her name, and he forgets it.
Yeah. Heartbreaking.
He can write it down.
Fucking heartbreaking.
Yeah. And he didn't write his name on her hand.
Yeah, because when she gets busted, she realizes he just wrote "I love you."
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So that
shit's dope.
That's fucking powerful, man. Yeah, and it works out really well.
Oh, and I was also saying, this is kind of funny because, they have a bunch of brands in this. The only legitimate brand that I saw was the zebra pen
Oh,
he was using all the rest of them were like, fake brands.
Man, you telling me they don't have Boss Coffee?
No Boss
Japan?
Coffee. No Soma TVs. No.
Soma.
He had an app on his phone that said Holo. I was like,
hey man, you get around copyright.
Yeah. People get what you're
That's
saying.
right. I can't believe there's no Boss Coffee.
It's like in fucking Metal Gear Solid 4, they have.
Do you think Boss Coffee's friends with Big Walmart?
Oh yeah, and Big Boss.
And Big
it's
Boss.
Big Boss Coffee.
Big Boss Coffee.
There's like the weapon salesman Drebin, and he has this monkey that likes drinking Cokes.
Okay.
But they're not called Cokes; they're called Narcs. But they have pretty much the Coke logo, but it says Narc NARC.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
That's cool. How's that narc? Oh, it tastes like dirt.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna go pee in my monkey diaper.
Pee in my monkey diaper. So, anyways, yeah, man.
Yeah, I still very much recommend this movie.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's some of those fucking scenes are so pretty. Like, I would really recommend to get it on Blu-ray or watch it on a high quality.
Yeah, absolutely.
This isn't one that you want to cheap out and watch the shitty compressed version of. Like, this is a gorgeous film.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? And and it's one that I think this is a really dope anime in the fact that you could give this to somebody that's older that isn't really into anime.
Well, you could give this one to pretty much anybody.
You could give it to your kids.
Mm-hmm.
They might not get some of it, but they could still watch it. It's not vulgar. It's not violent. It's not offensive in any kind of way.
Yeah.
The boobs thing is like the only joke, and that's just silly. It's not even, I feel like this is a good movie that, like, you could watch with your girlfriend or your wife. That's an easy one.
Absolutely.
Good, snuggle up and watch a movie kind of thing.
Yep.
But it's also good enough that you're like, hey, dude, you got to watch this movie. It's fucking amazing. You're gonna want to tell your guy friends about it. Like, this is such a good all around.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Absolutely.
It's like Jurassic Park. It's like, everybody can watch this movie.
Everybody's gonna watch dinosaurs. Look, it's dinosaurs.
Yeah, so I think that's part of the reason that it had such mass worldwide appeal.
Absolutely.
You can't even box this shit in.
It's an incredibly broad movie.
Yeah, very broad, but not in a bad way.
Not in a bad way.
It plays the line of like being just broad enough. Broad enough.
And and in spite how like how seemingly down I've been on this movie, like, throughout this podcast, I still really like it.
Yeah.
And again, would recommend to everybody. If you're showing your parents, you might want to clarify a few things.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, it gets a little anime. They might want to go, wait, what? Yeah. But I think you could.
It's gonna get pretty anime. Those are rice balls, not donuts.
Just pause it once in a while. Yeah. I don't know why she's spitting in a box, Grandma.
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay.
Just keep watching. But yeah, man.
Yeah. So well, this has definitely been a fun one. I feel like it's, other than the drag parts, it's an easy movie to watch too.
Absolutely.
So that's a good one. And
you kept having to make meatloaf.
I kept having to make food. It's but it's okay. I made some real good meatloaf and mashed potatoes. So
good.
And I've now smelled.
Oh my God! You put meatloaf in the oven.
Yeah, I did.
He would do anything for love.
But he won't do that.
No. Meatloaf won't get in your oven.
Yeah, well, he did.
He's going to fight you.
And he was delicious. I love eating meatloaf. Right.
So that might have contributed to the movie feeling as long as it did.
Oh, I fucked your timeline up. Oh, damn, I didn't think about that.
No. I still feel that. I still feel that way. It wasn't all your fault, Philip.
I fucked the timeline up.
You just...
I should have also mixed up the scenes on you. Fucked them up completely.
You just kept skipping chapters.
Well, I'm going to make this movie like Slaughterhouse 5.
Great.
But...
Because I didn't have a difficult enough time parsing that motherfucking shit out.
It sure would be cool if there was a Highlander 2.
Ah!
Okay, so what are we doing? What are we doing next week?
My brain exploded.
My brain are explode.
My brain are explode.
So, what are we doing next week?
Well, I did find Apocalypse Zero.
Yeah, so we can do that.
Okay.
Well,
And then the week after that, I don't know. You tell me. It's I'm gonna suggest
series or movie?
Movie.
You want to do
Just
movie?
Keep it
Okay.
movie.
Okay. Redline.
Could do Redline.
I fucking love Redline. Redline's like one of my favorite animes ever.
Yeah, maybe we should. Let's just do Redline. Let's close it out on a Madhouse joint.
Madhouse.
Why the fuck not?
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. We'll see you guys next week for Apocalypse Zero. And yeah, this has been anime.
Anime.
You know, MAY with a hyphen.
You can do it every time.
I gotta make sure they know. I gotta make sure they understand the joke. Because, explaining it always makes it funnier.
We love explaining our jokes. It's great.
It's the best ever. All right, guys. Later.
Bye.